Welcome to the Idle Draper, everybody, in Bradford, and we're with none other than Stuart McCall. Good afternoon, Stuart.
Afternoon, James.
How are you? Is it
Very
nice
well.
to be back in Bradford?
Yeah, always. Yeah, always enjoy coming back here.
And you've had a busy morning. We've been out down at the Bradford Memories Dementia Cafe, reminiscing on your career and reminiscing on your time as a player.
Yeah, great. Really enjoyed it. Special memories brought back. You know, met a few old faces as well. So yeah, it was a really good morning. Enjoyed it.
I think it was nice for a lot of people to see you because you moved to Bradford when you were 16, 17 years of age?
Yeah, 16. Yeah, long time ago. I'm not telling you when, but yeah. 16.
How old are you, Stuart? Be honest with us. How old are you these days?
55. 55. Yeah, I know you can't believe it. Yeah, honestly, 55. Hard paper out.
You're looking good, and you've just had a fresh haircut for today, so we appreciate that. Listen, nice to be back in Bradford. We've had a busy day. Do you like reminiscing on your career? You know, when people want selfies with you or pictures or interviews like today, do you like reminiscing on your career as a player or as a manager?
Yeah, listen, it's nice because it brings you back to, I was very, very lucky and fortunate to have a decent career. So when people want to talk, they want to talk about the good times. And as I say, I was lucky to play for some great clubs, obviously for Scotland internationally. So yeah, listen, I'm not one now, I don't want to tell stories and stories, but when people say to you, can you remember that? It takes you back to a good time in life because playing football is probably one of the best professions you can ever have.
Does one story always knock onto another one?
Always, yeah. But yeah, and when people bring you things to sign and that, it's more often than not, from good moments in your career. So it just brings back happy memories. It's always one of them you wish you could turn the clock back, but as I say, it's better to have great memories which I've got, and I'm thankful that I managed to have them.
And even the characters that you meet. So for example, Mary Myers that we met this morning, she used to be the landlady when you first moved to Bradford with John Hendry and Greg Abbott, etc. Does it all just flood back and you go, wow, I remember this, that and the other? Yeah,
stories. Obviously we met Gilly today. He was, he was a commercial manager, but he was a groundsman in the beginning. He did lots of jobs. Mary started off, she was washing the kit and that. But yeah, and you flip back and you remember that time. It's always the same when you meet up with the lads as well. We had a 20-year reunion the other night, which obviously you were at, James, for Bradford getting into Premier League. And you meet up with lads that you've not seen for 15 years. I picked Peter Beagrey up and brought him in, and I speak a lot. Man, I even got a word in 45 minutes journey from Harrogate. But Beags' stories, he was just, I forget what he had for blooming breakfast sometimes. So it's good to be reminded of things, and always puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, and players are always better when they've finished the career, aren't they? Yeah, no one ever had a bad game.
No. Well, I did. I remember in '83 I had a bad 45 minutes. But other than that, out of 997 games, yeah, exactly. And that used to work when you used to play. And if you were out injured and the team lost, you become a more valuable player, even though you didn't play. Who was your best player? Well, McCall's didn't play. So that's. But as you said, when you reminisce and look back, the other night, Biggs, Dean Windass, Dean Saunders. Lads like that, how we never won the league by 20 points amazes me because they were brilliant.
Do you ever catch up with the lads from Everton or Rangers or Scotland?
Certainly Rangers a lot, yeah. Everton not so much. I was there 3 years again, loved my time at Everton. A couple of lads, still in contact with. Tony Cottee, who's gone on obviously doing a good media career for Sky and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I think we go back to more Rangers, we always have reunions because we're fairly successful, so and I go back up there quite often to watch the games.
Did you always want to be a footballer? Was it always predestined?
I did, yeah. My dad played, going back in the 50s, my dad played for, started off at Blackpool, played with the great Stanley Matthews and Stanley Mortensen, went to West Brom, came to Leeds, played with John Charles and Jack Charles, and then finished his career at Halifax. So, and my brothers played, not at a professional level, my brother, should I say, my brother-in-law, and it was something I always wanted to do. But when I got to 15, 16, I was playing for the local side Farsley Celtic, although it hurts me to say that name, Celtic, what I say. They played in green and white, but I used to still wear my Rangers top underneath it, which is true. But we played Bradford City, and I think out of the 11 or the 10 outfield players, 4 of them had been taken on as apprentices at Leeds, a 2-year apprenticeship. 2 had been on at Huddersfield, 1 at Arsenal, 1 at Notts Forest. And we were playing, and I think on the side, the scout for Bradford was saying, what about the number 10? No, he's going to Leeds. What about number 7? No, he's going to Arsenal. Well, who is there? Well, there's that little ginger-haired kid in Middle Park who's about 4'1" and weighs about 8 stone. It was about 12 stone ago. But, and I got a trial at Bradford, and it just went from there.
Okay, right. A couple of quick fire questions. So you played for Bradford, Everton, Rangers and Scotland.
You're forgetting another one. James.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
Yeah, of course,
5
yeah.
great years there.
Apologies to all the Blades fans. Yeah, okay, then
Time there.
we'll crowbar that in then. Highlight at all of them. Bradford.
Oh, well, I was fortunate. I played in 2 promotion-winning sides. I suppose that, you know, to get into the Premier League, the win at Wolves was fantastic. You know, to see the joy in lots of people's faces. First time in over, I don't know, 70, 80 odd years to play in the top flight. So that you know, getting promotion to the top flight would have been the highlight.
Okay, Everton.
I really enjoy it. I think I only played 100 odd games for Everton in a 3-year period. I really, the fans were passionate. Enjoyed myself. Obviously, we got to Wembley, and people always look back because I was the first substitute ever to score 2 goals. Although Ian Rush came on and he scored 2 as well straight after. But is it a great memory? No, it's good for my family and people remember for it.
Yeah.
But we got beat ultimately, and I have no idea to this day where my losers medal is. You know, I know where all my winners ones are, but I don't know where that one is. So, not an exact highlight at Everton, just the fact that I played for a really good club in front of fantastic fans, and had, you know, 3 really good years there. Okay,
Rangers, club close to your heart.
Yeah, too many to mention, to be honest. Obviously, we managed to win 9 in a row, did the treble. I remember captaining Rangers against Celtic in a semi-final, beating them 2-1, and getting the man of the match, and I've got that pictured. So, yeah, no, just again some fantastic memories. Too many to mention, to be honest. To go to the Marble, you know, into the Marble hallway and the staircase and up there, and been inducted into the Hall of Fame, which was a very proud moment for myself. But yeah, again, playing for a wonderful football club. That's, you know, one of the biggest worldwide.
And then to be a Scotsman, your mum and dad are from, whereabouts are you from?
Yeah, 10 miles outside of Glasgow.
Okay, so to play for Scotland,
Yeah.
What an honour.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, and funny enough, my debut was just pre-Italia 90, I think it was March, and we were playing, believe it or not, the World Cup holders at that time, Argentina, Hampden, my debut, and knocked the ball down for Stuart McCallum. We beat them 1-0. So you can imagine the Tartan Army in Scotland. We've beaten the current World Cup holders. We're going to Italy World Cup in 2 months' time. So we're going to win it. Obviously, we beat the World Cup holders.
Clearly,
we're going to win it.
Clearly, yeah.
Obviously, doing Scotland, we didn't even get past the first stage. But yeah, so again, 40 caps. You know, playing. I think the proudest thing is probably playing in the only British person playing all the Euro 92 and 96s and the World Cup 90. So I played in all 9 of them games. And, you know, proud to get 40 caps here.
Okay, so obviously I'm working for FirstPoint USA now. We take kids all over the world.
Yeah.
Well, we take kids from all over the world to the United States. You've got 4 children yourself. Were any of them going to be sporty from an earlier age?
Yeah, I think all of them, you know, were sporty at school. You know, from Carlin, my eldest daughter, Lee, my eldest son, Craig and Victoria, they all participated in sports and were good at certain levels at certain things. But out of them, Craig, you know, he came through on the football side, and he was in Bradford City's, you know, under 14s, under 15s, and then we moved up to Scotland when I got the manager of Motherwell, and he got taken in there. Nothing to do with his dad. He got scouted, and he got a 2-year apprenticeship up there. So yeah, he loved his time there. And
now he's playing in America, isn't he?
He certainly is, yeah. And not only playing in America, but having a fantastic life.
How did that come about then? So he was up in Scotland, got an apprenticeship.
Yeah, listen, he got released after his 2-year apprenticeship, and his dad was still at the club, so his mum wasn't very happy. You know, I had no say in it, but it was a decision, obviously the right decision at the time. You know, there's not, I mean, a very, very small percentage. It's less than 5%, I think, the people that become apprentices actually go on and make a football career. So then he had to look out with that, and then his uncle Gary, who doing a bit of agency, knew a couple of guys up there, and they were having trials for this American dream, if you like. You can imagine me and his mum weren't that keen because we didn't want to lose him to go anywhere really. We're a close-knit family, but he went and had a trial, was successful in it, and then I think from there the little videos made of him and sent to different places in America. And he had the chance to go to the one in Eastern Florida, Melbourne, which, you know, if you could pick a place in Florida, an hour from Disneyland, Disney World, whatever it is, was perfect for me and the, and the rest of the family, because we go over and see him on the beach, just down from Cape Canaveral over that side. It was great. And
obviously there's these scholar athletes, they play, but they also study. So as a parent, like myself, it's important that they play sport to the highest level that they can, but they also get that degree. How's he managing the two?
Well, I've got to be honest, his first 2 years, he went to Eastern Florida. It was all about the football for Craig. It really was. It shouldn't have been, but
that's understandable
was.
though.
It was, and I remember once I went over to Eastern Florida, and it's a fantastic college university, and I got asked if I'd take a training session. And I went down there. Yeah, I went down. We were over on holiday, and I went over and down at 7 o'clock because of the heat, and they've got school to go to at 9 o'clock. So I remember they all come out and warming them up, and they're a bit tired at that stage. But, I probably didn't say the right thing. We had the meeting just before going into some games. I says, well, that's when you'd be tired. When you go up to your school, this is what you're here for, to play football. And I could see the teachers sort of saying, they're not actually here to play football. They're here to do the obviously the work and the degree. But we just had a laugh about it. But the first 2 years, as I say, when Craig was over, it was more about the football. He loved the football, the style of football suited him. He did really well. He got voted into the American team thing. But his studies, he just got by. He just did enough. Came back, had a year back in England, football, part-time, sort of semi-professional level, wasn't for him. He's gone back now to America, back to Florida, at Florida Institute of Technology, and he's really studying hard, and he's got it now. He's loving the football. I watch him every Saturday or every Tuesday. It's streamed, but he knows now he's doing the sports business management, getting good grades, because I think, not that me and his mum would like, but I think he will end up just staying out there. And he loves the lifestyle. And I'd say his football's going well, but probably more importantly, his academic work's going well as well. Yeah, and you get out to see him quite a bit, don't you? You go out to Florida a bit? He's coming back at Christmas, which is great. He's coming back for a month, and then we're going back over in the summer. We try to go every summer, but I'd say it's amazing now that they stream live all the games, and it goes on till half 2 in the morning. I'm like that. Saturday night as well. So it's amazing that they stream college games, isn't it? So you're back in Leeds. Watching games in the middle of the night of your son at college playing football in America. Honestly, you can't get your head around it. In fact, I remember when I was staying at Wetherby for a year, and my Wi-Fi wasn't good, and when I was staying in the flat I was staying in, so I used to have to drive out and go to the local, it was a hotel, and sit in my car and watch it because it had a decent Wi-Fi. But sitting there until 3 o'clock in the morning, people were coming out and saying, "What is he? He must be drunk." And he sat in his car. But I used to just be watching games. But it is. It's great. And then, unfortunately, at some stages they have the lightning strikes, which then put the game back. If there's lightning involved somewhere, you've got to be off for half an hour. And I'm cursing, thinking, get on with the game. But no, it's brilliant to do. And like I said, they've just reached the next round of so he's doing really well. So you've been a professional footballer. You've had the benefit of that. As you say, it's only the very few that make it and have the career like you have had. How many total games you play? Good ones, not many, but all in all, if you count the internationals and proper competitive games, 997. And if I'd have known that, I would have tried to squeeze 3 more out. But I played till I was 40, so I can't argue with that. I was very lucky. And you've managed as well. So, in terms of being given a pro contract, you must have played with hundreds, if not thousands, of players that were very good, but just didn't make it. Then, as a manager, you've got that unenviable task of your selection, your retain list, we're keeping them but we're letting them go. I suppose the option of going out to the States now is a pathway that is something that players should really consider. Well, it's funny because there was a young lad at Bradford City a couple of years ago when I was manager. I gave him his debut, Ellis Hudson, and obviously I left the club, and then he got an injury and he's actually now out at the same university as Craig, playing in the same team with him. And it's good because I watch Ellis and I've watched him do that. I think he's got voted the best freshman of the area, which is great for him. But it is. It's a great opportunity. There's no doubt about that. With the schooling and obviously the playing, and the football's good. Really. Yeah, the standard's good. Standard's good. The pitches that they're playing on have been really good. And obviously the weather's very nice. But yeah, I mean, listen, I go back to, you talk about players getting released. It's a lot easier for me when I was a manager to release players who had all the ability in the world but didn't have the application. It's the hardest part in the world when you know there's a kid there that'll do absolutely anything to be professional, but it just maybe didn't have enough ability. So you always afterwards when you're releasing, try to put them on a pathway, and certainly the going over to the States and playing football out there and obviously getting your degree is a great way forward. Yeah.
And there's still an opportunity to be a professional footballer afterwards. Yes. You know, Ellis may be, Craig may be, so it's just having that background of an education. It's almost like a backstop, isn't it? A fail-safe.
It is, and I know what Craig's going to do if he doesn't, you know, go down the football route, because there's ways obviously over in the States where he can move up the leagues. He's played in the summer there for Tormenta, and you know, there's an avenue there where he can become semi-professional, but also he can go on to coaching over there and things like that, which I think that's probably the line he might go down if he doesn't make it as a player, or hence he can come back to England or Britain. So, but at the moment in time, he's loving life. He's and I know he's, because when I've tried to get in touch with him, he's always telling me he's in school and he's working hard. So we've got to believe that. But he'll admit it, the first 2 years he was there for the football. Yeah. The penny dropped when he come back to England, and he didn't have the, because he always had the my side of he got my genes. He was very bright, but he never put his everything into it. So now he's doing that on both sides. His football's going well, and his academic work's going well.
Well, listen, Stuart, thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it. We're going to finish with some very quick fire questions with Stuart McCall. Are you ready?
Can I have a drink?
You can have a drink. First answer that comes into your head, Stuart. They're dead easy.
Yes.
So, as we mentioned, you've played for Bradford City, Everton, Rangers, Sheffield United and Scotland. You've managed a number of teams, but if you remember the programmes in the 1980s, it used to have favourite drink, favourite player, favourite holiday destination. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Stuart, favourite drink?
I'd like to say tea and coffee, but it has to be lager, I suppose.
Good effort. Favourite holiday destination?
Florida, always. I think I've been over a dozen times.
Favourite TV programme, past or present?
Yeah, Fools and Horses. Got to go back to the old school.
If we did every player in the country, I imagine there's two or three answers that will be the same.
Still watching now on Gold.
Yeah, it's great. Favourite ever player?
Oh, I would have to say, because I was a Leeds fan growing up, and as much as there was Billy Bremner and people like that, Scottish, and you're nodding your head because he's a Bradford fan who's filming this. So, Tony Curry when I was younger and Joe Jordan when he played for Scotland, and Tony Curry. Okay, favourite best player you played against? Paulo Sousa was played for Juventus and Portugal. And when we played in Champions League against the Rangers, they beat us 4-0, 4-1, and Portugal beat us 5-0. So he had a 13-1 aggregate over me. But what I got off him, I got his 2 shirts. More importantly, he got my 2 shirts. Exactly. I think they've been out on eBay for absolutely pennies. No, he told me he's still got them, Stuart. He wears them for bed, you'll be pleased to know. Favourite player you played with? Or best player you played with? 2-minute mention. It'd be easy to say Gazzard and Laudrup and Haley, McCoy, Stuart from the Rangers era. But I've been very lucky to have a career I had, and I couldn't go down to one particular player, if I'm honest. Okay, last 2 questions. Do you do social media? No. Will you ever? No. Good answer. Stuart McCall, thank you very much. Really appreciate your time. Cheers. God bless. Cheers.